to be grateful. We want to be grateful for the people that come into our lives, but also, again, be grateful for those that leave, because that means their season is over. And there's one thing that you don't want to do is to hold on to something or someone that was relevant in one season and carry them over into a season in which they are not relevant. And now you're putting yourself and them into a position that they weren't meant to be in, right? And so we'll go back to the cold, talking about the snow, right? So in the winter, we wear big, heavy coats. We wear boots, in order to be able to walk in the snow, in order to stay warm. But once the summertime comes, we shouldn't still be wearing big, heavy coats, right? We still shouldn't be wearing winter boots in the summer, because those were meant to protect us in a season. And when we carried them over into another season, the thing that was meant to protect us may now begin to hurt us, right? Because now we're too hot. Now the sun's out, it's warm, everybody's, taking his clothes off. We got short sleeves on, and you're still walking around with sweaters and a scarf and a heavy jacket. You've carried something out of a season into another season when it was meant to stay into the season that it was in, right? And that same thing is with the people in our lives. There is a season that people comes into our lives. Once that season is over, we have to be okay with letting them go. We have to be okay with letting them walk away if that's what they choose to do. If that season is over and it's time for them to move on, we got to be grateful for the season that we had them. Be grateful for the time that they invested in us, the time that they supported us, the time that they were there for us in our lives during the season in which they were meant to be. But when that season changes and it's time for them to walk away and it's time for them to leave, and it's not always in a bad thing, right? It's not always a bad way. One thing that I had to learn is, and I'll say this way, sometimes it takes separation before elevation.